How is it going, you beautiful people? How's it going? Boom, we're pulling up the chat. I can't hear anything you guys are saying. It's like you guys are quiet. But it's not like you're really quiet. Why is this over here? Okay, don't worry. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Boom, boom. Oh my god, everything's over on the screen. It shouldn't be on the screen. What up, what up, what up, world? Okay, we are getting... I feel like chat just doesn't like me. By chat, I mean like my app. There we go. Full stream. Boom. Boom. Open up TikTok. Boom. Not now. Boom. 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 And okay, we should have a live chat window. We should have a live chat window. Can everybody confirm? Can they hear me? I cannot hear them. Oh, wait. Ooh, I see Orlando saying hi. Gra says, out. Maybe a bang. How's Igor today? I don't know. Beats me. Wasn't on my priority list today. I see you. I hear you. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Boom. Okay. Ooh, we got a live chat channel now. I like it. I like it. Moving to live chat channel. Boom. Thanks for whoever gifted me a sub. No problem. It wasn't me. Nice wand. Thank you, Snipes. I built it myself. That's not true. Florida Sun Lover became the 93rd person in the fan club. Thank you for joining the fan club. What are we yapping about today? Honestly, we're yapping about what you guys want to yap about. This is not going to be just a warning for anybody who's watching the VOD-erator. VOD, the person who watches afterwards. I don't know if there's going to be phone calls in this one. So if that makes you want to leave, I get it. I don't know. I might make some calls today. I might not make some calls today. But right now, I'm going to yap a little bit. I'm not going to be streaming super long, but I owe you guys the stream, so I'm here. Jeffrey Kornweikel just said, I just hired y'all. Excited to get my new truck. Jeffrey, I'm excited to do your truck deal, dude. Or Gail. The Silver Sergeant just donated 20 gifted members. Okay, I'm getting my drink. Sorry. Thank you for the 20 gifted. More hours are coming, guys. I've told you guys, as I told you guys before, as we have a lot more content plans. By the end of August, I think we're going to be doing 5 long form a week, if not 7 long form a week. That sounds crazy to say out loud. You are going on vacation soon, but we'll have content all planned for it. Hi, I applied for deal coordinator and haven't heard back. We're not hiring just yet. Are we still doing 30% off? No. No, I don't do 30% off. Where's Igor? He's banned from the chat. Did you see Mike's video about brokers? Yes, I did. Car Edge put me on timeout when I asked about Igor on their stream. Yeah, they're putting everybody on timeout rather than addressing it. Yesterday's content format in the stream was excellent. I agree, Michelle, and I think that's how we'll do things moving forward. That's why I told people up front, I don't know if I'm making phone calls today. I just don't want to get caught in the stream where I'm here for hours, and if I do phone calls, I will. We'll probably do, that will be the format moving forward. I'll start off with phone calls, that's what you guys want, and then we'll get into YAP session for people who are still here. What kind of, don't spam a shake, but 10% off plus rebates. What are your thoughts on the new Pathfinder? I don't trust Nissan as a brand as a whole. What should I aim for an ADX? I just did an ADX deal recently, like $2 grand, $3 grand. Plus rebate. Did you get the 2,500 below MSRP? Which 2,500? No, I don't trust Infinity either. We are going on vacation soon. Thank you for whatever gift that is, Cody Carter. I appreciate it. Is H bored or just looking for attention? Is who bored? Is who bored? Oh, you're talking about Mike? Mike is probably just, I don't know. Sorry, no, yeah, Chevy dude. Chevy dude, what do you think is Mike, right? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Yeah, I got the underground color. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something doesn't add up with what I think he's just trying to, the dude just wants me to respond really bad, I guess. That's my only bet. He's made that video like 9 times. The video is not new, which is why I didn't respond to it. I've responded to it in the comments, and he said he wasn't talking about me, and now he just keeps making the video over and over. So I know he's probably talking about me, but that's fine. Yeah, Chevy Dude really. I mean, sure, like it's like, yeah, Chevy Dude is still around in theory, right? Just like who? What else is like a content creator? Like Cody Co is still making content. If you guys know Cody Co, I mean, he got canceled and ended, and Chevy Dude did it on TikTok. He didn't want to put it on his other platforms. It was the most engagement one of his videos got in a while. Never hold a wand by the wrong end. That's true. What I will say, one thing that annoys me is just like it's just like, you know, one thing that like I can say that I pride myself on is that I popularized consumer negotiations with car dealerships. Some people say I wasn't the one that started it. And in theory, probably somebody posted a video anywhere. But I definitely am like the one that popularized it. And I can say like with confidence, like that's an accomplishment I got, right? Like nobody still is even to this day negotiating with dealerships as a consumer. Now, George Saliba was negotiating as a dealer with people, but that's a little bit different. The idea that he keeps like running through that he is the only dealership that is for the consumer and protecting the consumer and like all this stuff. It's like, have you seen Benz and bow ties? Come on. It's like Benz is doing the same thing. There's plenty of Russ is doing the same thing. Even though Russ is now and is doing his own thing completely. Did you guys see Russ's latest video? I know, and you guys might have not heard it, but did you see it? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Which video? Go watch the. And actually, I can't actually recommend people go watch his latest TikTok because I feel like I'd get in trouble. Yep, Tara got it right. Tara, that is the funniest comment section I'll ever see ever. I mean, good for him, dude. Good for him. Good for him. What do you think is going to happen with the cost of EVs? I think EVs are going to be worthless. I think dealerships are going to freak out and nobody's going to buy them. 9K off MSRP on a Tundra hybrid. Should I take it? Is it 9K plus rebate? If it's 9K plus rebate, kill it. I only watch Tommy McCooley videos when it comes down to car content. Me too. 6 days from Delivrd sign up to Dream and Driveway. It took you 6 days, John? Did we finish your deal? I love that, guys. My team is on full overtime workload this week, and by overtime, then nobody's actually has to work overtime. We do pay accordingly, but we do have an all hands on deck week to get everything up and running. Why are Siennas in such low supply? I mean, they're popular, and Toyota's not making enough. What has been your greatest deal ever made? I mean, Brooks' deal that I did that was like $6,000 below invoice on a Kia Telluride is pretty impressive still. I'm pretty happy with that one. Thank you for the gifts, guys. I appreciate the gifts. How do you check your team's deals with dealers? We have an entire CRM, so let's see. Oh, that would have been bad. Let me take off my work phone here. So taking you guys behind the scenes, Dakota. Okay, so there's a certain point where you can't see it, but that's fine. I'm good with you guys only seeing. Where did it go? Where did it go? Nobody knows. Okay, so I'll just use this one as an example and put them on stream mode. Okay, go. Okay, so this is a client's deal working. This is our CRM. So with our CRM, first off, as a customer, you have complete access to this. So you can see what's going on with your deal. You can see what dealerships. You can see not only the bids on your car, but if you have a trade, you can actually click here and see the bids on what we're getting for your trade. Bada boom, bada bing, right? So with this, I have something that you don't have right now is I have an internal link that I can go through and pull the phone records on all of this to go through and actually audit this deal. So like I can go through and figure out what's this best deal. And what you'll notice, like right off the bat, I'm like this deal, for example, for whatever reason, this client actually picked a more expensive car than other ones we negotiated on. And that's why we say this isn't about money savings. Clients are going to see all these offers, and for whatever reason, they wanted this offer, right? Whatever reason, maybe it was because of the trade value, maybe it was something, whatever reason, they wanted this one. So you have access, and I can check all the records here, what's going on, which makes sense. Hey, cool. What up, Owen? Oh, guys, also, you guys haven't seen this. Well, if you follow my Instagram, you do. Boom, boom, boom. Box. Boom. So shiny. Boom. Okay, yeah, it'd be that. Boom. Whoa. Whoa. Gosh. It's so crazy. This is the clearly best way to put it up. Boom. I know you guys can't see it on TikTok, but guess what? You can see it on Insta. Or by Insta, you can see it on YouTube. How do you make phone calls with my phone? Is that custom software? Yeah, we built like software from the ground up. Leaks in the reflection, dude. I can't. Dude, actually, that'd be crazy. Can you see? Is that actually leaks? No, okay. That would be crazy, honestly. Low key. When are you going to retire? Probably when I'm old. Question. What do you recommend for trading in a car that I owe more than what it's worth, but it's not in the best cosmetic condition? Should I cut all my losses and buy a new car? Do you need a new car? That's a real question. Do you need a new car? Oh, I do want to answer this because this has been part of my day. I almost didn't go live because of this. So a lot of people, and I'm going to make a TikTok, YouTube short about this as well, but I'm going to bring it up on the live as well. A lot of people get frustrated and mad at why I don't name dealerships, right? Not only do I not name the good deal or bad dealerships, but I really don't name the good dealerships as well. And a lot of people think that I'm like gatekeeping, right? Like, oh, you don't want to give your good dealerships out because your business would be useless. That's actually not the case at all. The reason why we don't give dealership names out, good or bad, is because a good dealership today can be a horrible dealership down the road. And this has happened to Delivrd twice in the history of Delivrd twice. We've done a lot of deals with a dealership. Things are going really well. And if this was 8 months ago, I would have recommended this dealership through the moon. Like, they're great. They're awesome. Fast forward to, I don't know, maybe we're doing more business. Things are going up. We're doing like 6 to 10 deals a month with this dealership. And they end up start dropping the ball, not only on communication to our clients, not only communication to us, but cars aren't arriving when they're supposed to be arriving. Delivrd ends up losing money because clients are upset where their car is, so we just refund them and call it a day because we feel so bad and we still try to make their deal work. But this dealership today, or a few weeks ago on the 5th deal that's happened in a row, we told them we were done doing business with them until they figured everything out. We said, hey, we're not going to do any more deals with you. We have about 6 deals that are ordered, that are in the pipeline. We're going to wait till all of those clear out to confirm before we do any more business with you. Long story short, they have another issue with the next deal. This is a deal that we were leasing, a RAV4 Prime. They say, yep, you can do that. Now all of a sudden they change their dealership policy. They won't do a deal out of state on a lease. That's fine, but like, we ordered a car and we've been waiting 2 months for this car. Let's just like do this deal and then you guys can do your policy moving forward. I get it. Nope, wouldn't do that. So client waits 2 months for the car. And at that point I tell them that, hey, I'm going to so then we cut them off that deal. I find a new deal for that one. I tell the dealership, hey, I'm done. Like, what I'm going to do is I have a list of all the deals I have left with you. I'm going to go to each client, let them know that we're having problems with you guys, and they can make a decision. Do they want to keep working with you or do they not? But 2 of them, it was like 8 deals. 2 of them said, let's find a different deal. The other 6 said, we trust them. Let's move on. Fast forward to today, we've been asking for updates from this dealership every single day, and they're just not answering us. They sent us a video or a message today, which almost never got this message, but sure. Basically saying, Tommy, because of the initial phone call about you not wanting to do deals with us because the deal we couldn't control because it was out of the state, as a group, we've decided to not continue doing business with you. I currently hold no deposits on my end because this dealership wasn't taking deposits. They were taking credit apps, which there was that policy. Any car that has already been signed for will, of course, be registered and delivered. Anything else incoming and not being papered will not be continued. We've also received a few bad reviews from Delivrd clients. When we reached out to these clients, they specifically stated they did not like the Delivrd service, which is why they gave us a bad review. Now, I'll tell you guys that we have a 5-star rating on Google, and we've had like 2 bad reviews ever. And the same clients he's mentioning gave them a bad review, gave us a 5-star review. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But why would they do that? Why would, anyway. He then says, he said, remember that you are the one that doesn't want to do business with us, not the other way around. If you have a change of heart and would like to continue doing business, by all means, let me know and maybe I can give you some of these deals back. So, yeah. So again, this is like one of those situations that 6 months ago, we would have recommended this dealership to anybody. They've been on the stream a few times. You probably have heard them. But now, like after this, it's like, wait, what? Like what? No. And the problem is, it's not even the dealership's fault, in my opinion. I think it's the salesperson's fault that's really bad at his job. We're trying to talk to the general managers. Why we all your negotiators male? We've had females negotiators before as well. I mean, Brahmana was here for 6 months. We have Ashley, which helps run the division, but put that dealership on blast. I'm waiting. I wouldn't put any dealership on blast because I don't know if it's the salesperson. I asked to talk to the general manager. The general manager wouldn't talk to me because he doesn't handle this. So I'm waiting for the GSM to call me. We also had Chris too. Yeah, it's not like we haven't hired women before. But long story, but this is, yeah. Like I said, we hired Chris as well, and Chris did good. I'm waiting for the GSM. I want the GSM to hear our side of the story before anything else. Yeah, Gumdrop, yeah. I said 329 Google reviews. And what I'll say with have fired all women. Like, what? You don't know what happened with anybody. But you can make the argument that I'm not going to make this argument. Not even going to make this argument. I'm not falling for that bait. He has a TikTok clown basically saying I don't hire women. Yeah, doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, I'm my team. Acting as a broker. I'm not a broker. I'm not acting as a broker. Yeah, no, the AI negotiator is one of the biggest jokes in the industry. And the problem that I've noticed, with a lot of companies, and we've talked to like Visor about it too, but companies that are creating and Visor takes feedback so well. That's what I love about them. When they'll ask me for advice and we'll go through and then they'll kind of change course. But what I love is that there's a lot of companies that really aren't involved. Like Car Edge is a premium example. They're really not involved in they really don't understand the car industry on the ground roots. Like Zach has never worked in a dealership. His dad as a manager really hasn't been on the floor in decades. The idea of sending hundreds of AI messages and with the high opportunity that you're just wasting salespeople's time. On top of this, like on the streams, they're testing it out clearly on clients that aren't actually buying a car. Whoops. Okay. The button fell. We're done with that. I have to hang it somewhere. I don't know. That's bad. The CEO with his expert feedback. Yeah. But here's the things. Things are going to get like, it's not hard for people to figure out really quick that AI is like trying to negotiate car deals. It'll work for a little bit, but then people are going to realize it. And you know what? Actually, this is what I was thinking about. I was talking to I was actually talking to my brother about it, and what I believe happens, what I believe is going to happen is if this becomes mainstreams, right? Let's just say more and more people are doing this. All it's doing is dealerships are going to just stop negotiating via email. Like that's going to be the biggest, easiest way to do this. Like we just don't negotiate via email. If you want to call us, we'll talk about numbers over the phone and send them to you. But if you want to if you initiate us via email, we won't send you numbers. That's all you're starting to create, which makes it worse for the general buyer that has social anxiety, that doesn't feel confident talking on the phone. It kind of ruins their whole experience. But what's best for the car industry, right? Will hurt consumers much more than it'll help. Correct. But you know what's best. I don't see a link in your bio. I have a million links in my bio. What are you talking? Wouldn't that stop doing numbers over the phone? No, because dealerships still need to work remotely. Car Edge is down to 50 employees, I think. Any more Igor updates? I've done so much digging, guys. So this is what I have so far. And don't worry, we're putting this all into one place. There'll be a video that I think we make on the entire saga. But sure, I'll give you updates. I have reached out to Todd Skelton. Todd Skelton, it was the CEO when Prime Automotive sold. His exact email is... I posted it earlier to somebody. Again, this is nothing, but again, I because nobody else will give me evidence, I've got to do my own thing to find answers. I said, hi, I know you're a busy guy. I want to make this quick. Do you know Igor, last name? Was he part of the owners of Prime Automotive Group? Todd was the CEO at the time. He said, hey, don't know the name. I know he didn't have any interest in Prime. Any ownership interest in Prime. I then also reached out to the previous owner. So Todd Skelton was he's the CEO. So technically he's not the... What I don't know, and this is where I'm trying to dig, and I've reached out to a lot of like court records and a lot of the financial people, as I don't know if the CEO is the dealer principal as well. I have a friend who works at Copilot. Have you heard of them? Yeah, I've heard of Copilot. I watched Delivrd on YouTube, and he goes, what other companies do this? That's really scary. He doesn't know his competition at all. But that's sure. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I will say I think I watched every interview that he was on at Car Edge. And there's quite a few. We're not hiring yet. We will soon. Should I get an audio A1 or ADO3? What do you want? Interested in your services. In a consultation with you. Can you suggest a maker model? Yeah, of course we can suggest a maker model. Yeah, post. Yeah, I'm going to give you ideas. Have you seen his face? Not in a video. We've seen pictures. The Lichers, they've been doing it since 2021. Fade is fresh. Do you get a haircut daily? No, I don't get it daily, but I get it every 2 weeks. Yeah. What are your thoughts on doc fees? I mean, dealerships have doc fees. You're not going to get rid of them. You can try to negotiate the price in order to come out. We're not making phone calls as of right now. We might make phone calls later, but the description says it. Igor is a guy that is on Car Edge quite often. That Car Edge has said a million times is basically a billionaire, dealer principal, a lot of things. And he's made some threatening remarks to me. And once I did some digging, I've realized that the guy might not actually be real, and he's been faking Car Edge for years. What's the price difference between your service and Car Edge? Well, Car Edge has 30% off their service right now, so it's only $700 or $699. My service is $1,000. I'm not giving you a discount. You pay for what you get. And we also do that very clearly. Not only that is because imagine Jordan, right? Imagine Jordan. I charge $1,000 flat fee to negotiate a car deal. Imagine Jordan signs up today, right? And pays $1,000 for me to negotiate a car deal. And then next week I say, hey, it's my birthday. And apparently people are celebrating birthdays still. Because it's my birthday, I'm going to give you 30% off. So then Gumdrop TSM pays $600. How would you feel if you were the $1,000 client? And you're watching the stream every single day because that's what you're doing. Doesn't help. Like it makes it almost feel exactly what you do at a car dealership, right? No, we've never done a discount. Wait, before I say that, have I ever? I've done a discount for one person ever, and I will explain this discount. When I first started in the company, my service was $2,500 for the full concierge service. I have a guy that's on my website. He is one of the first people to really trust me. He's done 6 or 7 deals with me at this point. On his 6th or 7th deal, I gave him $500 off as a thank you for trusting me, and the company was doing well. He's referred like 8 people, and I was like, here's this. It's the only time I've ever given a discount. So he paid $2,000 versus $2,500. But no, we don't do discounts anymore. Hey, what's up, Tommy? I'm a client that signed up for your services earlier this week for an Odyssey Elite. Dude, I'm super excited. I bet we get your deal. Your deal might get done today. We're doing a lot of Hondas today. There's a good chance we get your deal done today. I don't mind paying $50K if everybody else is paying $50K. Yeah, exactly. Everybody wants to pay the same price. Did the $2,500 include a complimentary batch of cookies? It was a bigger service. He's the doctor, right? Yeah. He's a great guy. He's one of my favorite clients of all time. How long does it take for a deal to be completed? From the day you pay to having a deal done, normally is about 2 weeks. We're not doing phone calls just yet. What's this broker thing? Oh my God, it's frustrating. So, not a broker. Haven't been a broker. I don't watch. Oh, if you don't watch or follow Car Edge, my advice, Suave, is just go watch them and go see what you think or feel. They advertise some of the discounts they offer. You can make a decision. Tommy only gives free services to rich influencers. What rich influencers did I give a free service to? The most popular person that I've ever done a deal for is Andy and Michelle, which they have like 8 million on TikTok. They both paid. Yeah, Andy and Michelle both paid. What influencer did I do a deal for free on? Andy and Michelle are great. They're some of the most like wholesome people. They were awesome. Oh, okay. No, yeah, give it to Igor. Yeah. Igor doesn't need my service. He's clearly what? I think he's having having damage issues. Oh, no, cool. Okay, so let me explain the broker thing, right? So, if you guys haven't seen, I've talked about this a few times. The Chevy dudes came out, some guy that doesn't get a lot of views on his videos anymore. If you go look back at all of his videos, he's made like 9 videos calling me out, attacking my expertise, doing this. And then in the comment section, when I address it, he is like, oh, dude, I'm not calling you out. I was just using your point as reference. You're great. You're doing awesome things for the consumer. It's like, okay, now you're just kind of being fake because now you're calling this out. So I am not a broker. I'm a car buying consultant. What is the difference? There's a few different differences. First off, if you want to use Chevy Dude's definition, I can use that definition too. The Merriam definition of a broker is going to be a intermediary between a buyer and a seller with a fee or commission paid to the person. Now, the problem that you ask is that when we talk about Merriam definitions versus like legal definitions, Anybody that's been in any type of business or court or anything understands that there is much more nuance than a Merriam definition. Secondly, I just have an argument here, right? Right? Let's just, if that's definition, right? Which is the intermediary between a buyer and a seller for a commission. Could we not all agree that a car salesman would then need to get a broker's license? Because a car salesman is the intermediary between his manager, which makes the numbers because the salesperson doesn't, and the customer. Would you then also have to agree that every dealership should also get a broker's license, right? Because they are the intermediary between the customer and the manufacturer. Also, that being said, you'd have to also talk to service advisors because they are the intermediary between the manufacturer or the service writer and the customer. The problem is that that definition is so nuanced. The second thing is I'm not even an intermediary in the process. Dealerships have created this model of negotiating car deals. When the state law was written in every state about running dealerships, the law doesn't involve negotiating car deals. The state, frankly, doesn't care how you negotiate a car deal. And if you don't believe me, if you ever sat down for a dealership audit, they never go and listen. If a DMV audits a dealership, they don't listen to the negotiations, say, I wonder what he's saying. Is he saying the proper things? There's no laws to that. You can't advertise certain things. But what they do is go check the paperwork because that's where the intermediary part comes in for the DMV. A broker is an intermediary because when I talk to a broker, I don't have to ever speak to the dealership at all. I can talk to my broker. Think about it like a realtor. When you go to hire a realtor is an intermediary. I go to buy a house. I tell the realtor what I want. The realtor then goes and finds that house. They then show me a house that is not theirs. I do not talk to the realtor of that other house. I don't talk to the owner of that other house. When I want to make an offer, I then go talk to my realtor. My realtor then talks to the other side, makes that full negotiation. When I get to the paperwork, my realtor is the one going through that paperwork, signing that paperwork. I never once ever met the other side. I never once met the owner of the house or the other realtor that did that. With a broker, it's the same concept. I don't ever have to meet the other side. I talk to the broker and broker alone. With my services, all I'm doing is going out, doing the research, finding where a good deal is, and then telling my client, hey, guess what? This is where there is a good deal. Client, dealership, have a nice day. And then if they have questions about things, I answer questions about them. I'm connecting two people together. I am not an intermediary when it comes down to doing the paperwork. It'd be different. Like if you want to know how a broker experience works, if I go talk to a broker, they have a relationship with the dealership. They normally collect a credit app that they submit to the dealership, right? I don't do that. Secondly, when the whole deal is done, they then go to the dealership, grab the paperwork, take the paperwork to the client, sign the dotted line, bring it back to the dealership, put their own plates on it, bring it back, give it to the customer and say, here's your car. In that interaction, I've never once, they don't have to deal with it. Now, why does the state want to regulate a broker? Well, a broker can be paid by the dealership. So it makes sense if they're taking money from the dealership, they'd want to regulate that, right? Also, a broker collects a credit app. Makes sense why the state would want to regulate that. Third, a broker has the power to not only sign, but go through the paperwork of the state to a client. It would make sense on what that would want to be regulated. Please tell me, like, let's be honest for a minute. What would the state want to regulate from me, right? Like, what would the state want to regulate to make sure that I'm doing? Is it that I'm giving my clients a good deal? If that's the case, why isn't there regulations for dealerships to not give all of their clients a good deal? All I'm doing is giving advice on what a good deal is and then pointing them in the right direction. Like, again, it just doesn't make sense. And you might say, Tommy, you can't give people a bad deal because that's wrong. Yeah, probably. And I'll get reputations bad. Yeah, Nick says it perfectly. Tommy is no different than your dad or mom negotiating your first car deal for your kid. Correct. So that's the big difference. Is this a new and this is what I get a little frustrated with, like Chevy Dude, right? Like Chevy Dude is knowledgeable, but he puts some things in there. Like he says, the reason why these laws aren't here is because brokers are a new thing. Brokers aren't a new thing. Brokers have been around since the 90s. Like brokers have been around for a hot minute. This isn't a new thing. This isn't a nuanced thing. This has been for decades. Now, car buying consultants within the last decade are really new. They become more and more popularized over the last like 5 years. Car Edge is one of the first people to really like popularize it. They just didn't do a really great job, which is where I stepped in and said, hey, I'm going to do a better job, which is why I did this. Can I start doing lives with my dad? No, thank you. But I understand the joke. No, Marco, that doesn't happen anymore. We are pretty good about that. Why are you talking about them? Because people are mentioning in the comments. I'm just making jokes. I was talking about brokers, but I mentioned Car Edge, and I honestly just gave them credit. Brokers don't waste salespeople's time by setting up a deal, then accepting a $400 cheaper deal 2 minutes later. Yeah, you're right. Instead, brokers try to charge a $2,000 fee to that dealership, and when they don't accept the fee, they move on. The reason why we don't want to be a broker and why we're not associated with brokers, first off, we're not a broker. Secondly, there is a huge negative connotation for brokers when it comes down to just the dealership level. Because what a broker will do is they can advertise or they can negotiate crazy discounts for themselves, take that discount themselves, and then tell the client, oh, we got to, this is your payment. You can leave and rejoin if I'm echoing. There's negative connotation for you always talking about your ops. I just gave Car Edge props. Like I could have said, I'm the one that invented car negotiations. No, like Car Edge, I think from what I know, is the first company to really start the product. They did revolutionize something. Now I don't think they were great at it, but I definitely think they had the good idea and they really did make this new idea of negotiating car deals. So I'm giving them props. When will the car market crash? Ask Car Edge. I want to work for you. That's great. I'm not hiring yet, but I will soon. Would it be okay to ask my question again? Sure, you can ask my question. Yeah, just don't spam it. Like, don't spam. Why is your face shiny, dude? I don't know. Like, ask my genetics. I'll turn the fan up for you. It's not gonna help. It just gets hot air is also blowing like right on me. That doesn't help. Literally no mention of them, and there you go again. Jay, I know that it's okay, but there are 3 other platforms. There's Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. You only see Twitch chat. Have you ever done a deal in North Dakota before? Yes, I have. Are brokers paid up front or on the back end? They can be either or. Daniel Fontana, as a car salesman, he isn't wasting anybody's time. Throw your best deal out there and call it a day. I don't get why all these prima donnas are crying about your business. People just don't want it to be successful. I mean, people get jealous, people get mad. Oh, I got super chats. I'll get super chats. Did you put it in live chat? I don't have the super chats. Corgi. Okay. I got the $10 donation for sure. How do you ease concerns of older and non-tech savvy clients who are unfamiliar with modern car features? My aunt just backed out of a car deal because she was put off by the e-brake. I mean, in the end, our clients are meant to, our clients really know what they want before they ever set up. There's a channel 60-minute car. I'll have to look at that. Boom. But we don't really, with our client base, we will give any guidance we can, but being remote, it's really hard to like give people guidance on how to use the car. Can you use a gas part only on a hybrid? Wait, can you use the gas part of only on a hybrid? I mean, if it's a plug-in hybrid, yes. Yeah, Visor's great. I like Visor a lot. You only service new cars. No, we do new and used. Okay, Jax. Read. Okay. Can somebody do me a favor and read Jax the title of this stream? John Orens, that's a good question. If somebody hires Delivrd, do we still have to go through the whole sales pitch with finance? Again, we don't do the paperwork for you. Again, with a broker, they would do the paperwork for you. They're going to pitch you their own products. For us, what we do is we tell the dealership if they want to talk about products, can they tell us up front, right? We try to negotiate everything beforehand. We let them know that our clients probably not, or what we normally say is if you try to pitch it to them, they'll probably just say no. But if you tell me, then I can probably do it. Okay. Can we just mute some of the people that are saying, dude, some calls? Guys, I'm not making calls today. Yapping, car talk, negotiations. Maybe negotiations are at the end. I did a full negotiation yesterday that you guys can go watch on my YouTube channel. But I'm just yapping for a little bit. But here's the thing is, you guys ought to understand, I'm not sure why you like that. When you click on the live, you can't see the title, but you can see it on the bottom, right? It should be on the bottom. Also, on top of, you can't, it's not on the bottom. Okay, then I'll stand corrected there. I thought there was a title on the bottom. Okay. Title. Either way, what I do on my TikTok live, you guys don't command me on what to do. I'll be very honest. I love doing car negotiations. It's something I love to do. But like, it's like one of the most tilting comments. Like I put out so much content for you guys when it comes, and we work so hard on getting more content out. So the idea is like, and then you are the same person that goes onto my YouTube channel that when I put a video out, you said, I've seen this before. I can't believe you're reposting content. If you don't like it, you can leave. Yes, it's a chapstick. Oh, see, I am a little annoyed based on that. There's a little title when you shut down the chat screen. That's what I thought. I thought there was a little title. There's a title on TikTok. Like, I know for a fact, like, when I scroll through TikTok, if I go on TikTok right now and go to live, there's titles on everything, and I know where my title is. Like, oh, wait. Okay, so how do you find, I can see my own live. How do you see the title? No clue how to see the title. Either way, I don't care. Tommy's pretty when he's mad. Thank you. Oh, it's in the preview? Okay, go out of chat. Okay. But it lasts longer than me in bed. No means no. Yeah, guys, if I make phone calls, I'll make phone calls. But here's like, I used to do, like, if you guys want transparency here, if you guys have been here for a while, I used to do a live every single day, 7 days a week, no matter what I was doing. Like, I was doing lives every single day. And one of the reasons why is, like, one of the things that we talk about in life, filling your bucket, and all the people that want to hear negotiations, they're going to get a love of this because I'm not going to talk about negotiations at all. You fill your bucket. And as a business owner, right, what you learn is if you want to have a business you love and not one that you dread every single day, you have to do the things that fill your bucket. And for me, sometimes just interacting with my audience. Like, you guys are my audience, and I don't get to negotiate. If I'm negotiating, I don't get to talk to you guys. So, like, the idea behind it is this is my moment to fill up my bucket so I have more energy to do negotiations. Are there vehicles you don't do negotiations on, like brand new Ferraris? But yeah, we used to do this 7 days a week. Now I'm down to 3 because we're mainly doing it like, you know, for me, it's almost like I've got to get some content. So let's go make some videos, call it a day. So like, let me go do some negotiations. So hopefully we have some good conversations. Now we have a few weeks of content like in there that I feel confident I can do more of these. Fill your bucket. It's important. As a business, if you ever want to own your own business, actually, if you just want to do anything in life. Apple 2026 has always been rude. How do you feel about the Harry Potter reboot? Once I see the first episode, I'll give my opinion on it. Once I see the first episode. It's not even 3 if you only call on Tuesday, Wednesdays, but I do call on Thursdays too. We called Thursdays last week. Are there any brands you don't do? I'll do almost any brand minus like a new Ferrari. All due respect, do you post when you buy a car? I mean, here's the thing is, when we're making content, especially like on YouTube, on all the other short form platforms, it's a little bit different. But on YouTube, YouTube is will tell you, hey, your audience likes this content, or no, your audience doesn't like this content. And if we have a very positive one with an ending, and it has to be like 45 minutes to an hour, and those videos just don't do nearly as well as one that's like 18 minutes long. But secondly, like fun interactions. Like yesterday, we did a deal with IKEA because the guy recognized me. Literally, it was, oh yeah, I'll give you $4,500 off. Is that it? Okay, bye. Like if I post that video, you guys are gonna be like, buying a car is so easy. Why would anybody hire you? You're dumb. In reality, the only reason why they gave me the deal is because they recognized me, but that's your positive content of the day. Best streamers give chat kisses. Are 1958s drying up? Yeah, they're starting to dry up. Ooh, I like this one, Scoop. New viewer here. How do you get such sharp negotiation skills? As a realtor, I want to get better. I mean, practice is huge. It's all about reps. Reps and repetitions is the way to go, and it's really gonna be hard in your field, because like you can read a million books, right, on how to do it, but for me, it's all about reps and repetition. I'm very process oriented, so when it comes down to almost any negotiation, if it's a car negotiation and finance negotiation, there is a set number of objections you can get, and normally you can do like 50 objections, right? But once you take those 50 objections and write them all down, you can then funnel them into about like 5 core objections, major objections. And that's your idea. Find every single objection you possibly can. This is how I do it. Once I have every objection I possibly can, I funnel that into like, what are the main points? Like if, or 98 of them are about money of some sort, then overcoming that money objection would be the same. And then learn how to overcome each and every one of those. And then I'll make you successful in like 90% of negotiations. But I'm also a very process-oriented negotiator, where for me, like once I have the process down, now I'm great. For other people, they're very much like, there are some people, I'm trying to use an example. Like I knew a guy named Jordan, really, really great salesperson, not a lot of drive. He would be that's crazy. No, I just be myself and talk and call it a day. And for that, like he would never follow that same advice. No comment, let me. My finance group calls that stated versus real objections. 100%. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. I probably don't have, there's probably an official more name for it. Do you ever negotiate? Oh yeah, I say negotiate. Negotiate versus negotiate. I say negotiate. Negotiate is what I say. I say negotiate. You've also got to be able to read people on the phone. Yeah, I mean, so people say, do I ever get nervous on making calls? I used to once upon a time. Now it's like, I have so many. I have more reps on the phone than like 99.9% of people. Do you play video games? I play Balatro. Balatro is my jam. Did I lighten up my hair? I just got a haircut today. I left it a little bit longer on the top. I kind of went crazy. Can you close Andy Elliott? No, because Andy Elliott's not buying. What's your process to get you worked up to start making calls? Just call. There's nothing. You just have to call. Just start making call. And how we do it at Delivrd is we can have so many phones. So I always tell my clients, or tell my clients, tell my team, like if you mess up, we can always just call on another line. Like, and you can just change your name. Andy Elliott's never buying a car. Oh, I got a message. I got a message. Should be right. Oh, got another offer. Okay. Come on, man. You're supposed to say yes. What? Who is Andy Elliott? Just some crazy person. He's the motivational speaker that says if you don't have a six-pack, then you're not really working hard in life and all these things. Do you hear people sing Lost in the Valley in their minds? It is a future of people. I have no idea what any of that meant. Do you ever cry yourself to sleep? No, I barely get sleep though. I barely get sleep because my dog right now. My dog has some kind of crazy anxiety. Oh man, you should do a parody video about getting hyped for a starting day of calls. I mean, I love the idea of doing skits. Here, fun fact here. So in high school, nerd kid, right? Nerd kid. I'm a thespian, right? That means I have X amount of acting experience And they give me a hat, right? Hat. It's a yarmulke. I don't know why they give you a yarmulke. It beats me. But boom. I used to act all the time. I love to act, and like I love doing skits. I love doing this. Problem is they just do not do well with my audience. My audience looks at me doing a skit and they're like, "What the hell are you doing? That's not you." Even though I think they're funny. It's like Jared. Like Jared loves to do skits. And that's good. Like I applaud him for being able to do the skits that he wants to do, because I can't do them because my audience won't take them. And for me, I care a lot about the content. So like if people don't like it, then I try to move on. Sometimes I do things for me, but for the most part, like one of my favorite videos ever. I'll show you guys. Does anybody know my favorite video ever? Can anybody name my favorite video ever made? Hands down, not even close. Like it's not even close to my favorite video. Can anybody name it? What do you think about Russ Flip Flips? Russ is a good guy. Personally, I know him really well. I wish him the best. I will be very honest. The TV show I'm confused with. I am. I've asked him questions on it. I've asked a lot of people questions on it. 66 MacGyver got it right. This is by far my favorite video of all time. And it got almost no views on any platform. And honestly, it's the most work I've ever put in a video. So that made me very upset. Honestly, I don't like any of you for not watching my video, because like 4 people watched it. And even Brandon from Car Questions Answer reached out and said it was the best video I've ever made and I should do more videos like it. But then it didn't take off. It's right here. And I changed this title because it wasn't working. I said the car market is crashing because I didn't do anything. This thing got like 1,000 views in the first 5 minutes, but it's literally, it's going to be an ad because I have this YouTube.
When life calls for more, Mazda answers. With more
because I'm in
adventure.
my work account that doesn't have.
Let's talk Toyotas. Is the Grand Highlander being discontinued?
Like
Toyota.
literally, there's so many funny parts.
Right now, there are airbag issues that are causing the Grand Highlander to be completely stopped.
There's so many funny moments. Like I'm literally talking to myself. Here.
Discounts are happening. I'm telling you guys, if you're willing to Toyota Camry.
Sorry, okay, I'll be done with that. But it's such a great video. New Mazda sponsor me. Mazda doesn't sponsor me. Why do you guys hate on Tomi so much? I don't know. Everybody always hates on me. I gotta put my hat back.
Camera one, Tomi! I love it.
Oh, it was such a good video. I'm so mad that it didn't do well because I would have done that every week. George Saliba, yeah, okay. Tomi, currently live on TikTok. Mentioned that I might be able to get my deal done. Are you hearing a lot of time? Oh, yeah. Ooh, look. Team's doing well. Tomi, give us what we need. Was that the real Igor yesterday? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. Did I ever get reservations at the pizza place? No, and I'm on a diet now too. I'm running almost every day. I am giving myself rest days because I was told I really need to. What was the story about Car Edge? See, this is the moment for the person who says you keep talking about Car Edge. Don't ever bring up Brandon for reference. He doesn't own his own dealership. And that's like the other thing. He also attacked Brandon too. Like Brandon's a good friend of mine. And he said that Brandon was fake too. Brandon's not fake. I know him personally. Bubba Watcher, you see Aaron Rodgers' first pass was intercepted? Yeah, it was a great play by the defense. It was a great play by the defense. Mazda, which drives me crazy. Mazda, I think it's Mazda. Brandon uses visor. I don't know what Brandon uses. Brandon's good friends with both sides, so. Oh, I signed up for a 10K, which is a big deal for me. I signed up for a 10K because I've actually never competed in anything outside of college or by high school. Not college. So I haven't competed in a long time, but I'm not going to like do anything, but I just want to run, and I've been really enjoying running. So I signed up for my first 10K. I understand that's not a marathon and a half or anything stupid, but like you got to start somewhere. Damn, I guess I'm not getting my questions answered. I don't know what your question was. Can you run that far? Yeah, I mean, I typically, like on my runs, I'm running like 5 to 7 miles, somewhere around that ballpark. I'm a new realtor and I get nervous making sales calls. Just call. Bella, just do it. Like here, like Bella, like the reality is, what is the worst that's going to happen? Somebody yells at you or somebody hangs up on you. That's it. Like those are literally the worst things that can happen. What I used to do when I was in car sales. So I made a lot of phone calls when I was in car sales. I made 100 phone calls in a day, which was like the record at our dealership at the time. I think somebody beat that record eventually. But what I just dial. Like, again, and my mindset is the worst thing that happens is I will never hear from that person again. I will never see that person again. I also did like really weird things in my life to get over that anxiety. Actually, now that I think about it, I've done a lot of weird things. I used to go, like when I went out to the bar, I would go out to random people, men and women, and just start doing it. Like, hey, have you ever thought about buying a warranty at a dealership? And they'd be like, yeah, no, yeah, we'd have that conversation. And then I would try to sell them on the idea of a warranty on whatever car they were buying and doing my entire sales pitch. We had a base statement, which a base statement is like a statement you say before your pitch to build value in the dealership. Oh my God, I don't know if I remember my base statement. Oh, geez, this has been 2.5 years. It all starts with Dave. You know, he's the heart and soul. I bet I have it written down somewhere. I don't know if I have it written down. Do I have it written down? If you bought in a car, you probably heard of a base statement. Base statement. I don't know if I have a base statement. I bet I have it in my email. Base statement. Oh, wait. Ah, I got it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys want to hear this? You guys want to hear it? This is what I'd say. Now, when you did your base statement, you have to understand, you learned the full, this is when you're in finance, right? When you're in finance, you learned this full base statement. You made it yourself, you made it your own. And once you learn this, you then customized it to the customer. You customize it to the customer. So if like somebody's in a rush, you wouldn't do this 2-minute one. You'd cut it down to like 30 seconds. But if it's like maybe like a slower going couple that really are enjoying the process, you would wind out the full thing. So I'll do the full thing. Second draft, third draft. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, okay. Oh, I can't believe I did this. I had this. Okay. So remember, I just got your credit app, right? I typed out all your credit app. I sent it to my director. His name was Adam. So while Adam is getting your loan information prepared, I would like to just take a moment and tell you a little bit about our dealership. You know, with our dealership, it really does all start with Dave and his wife, Patty. They're truly the heart and soul of our day-to-day operations. Over the last few decades, David and now actually his son Tyler have been very hands-on with every aspect of the dealership. Dave is involved not only with hiring and training every single new hire that goes through the building, but he makes sure that anyone who talks to one of their guests are held up to his world-class standards. Dave and Patty are also trying to find new ways to give back to the community every single day with programs like Coats for Kids, Show You Care, and being the only dealership in Iowa to win the Goodwill Award, among others. Dave has invested a tremendous amount of time, effort, and money to ensure that we offer our customers the world's best ownership experience. Our new facility we just built here from the ground up about 3 years ago to make sure you have the most enjoyable experience every single time you step into our home. We have snacks, coffees, high-speed Wi-Fi. I've never actually said this. Let me skip that part because I never actually said it, but I did it for training. Okay. And that's what our commitment is for when you come in here for service, that we're going to be able to satisfy your needs in a prompt and courteous manner. You see, our goal here at Dave Wright is not just to sell you a car. Almost anybody will sell you a car. Our goal is to do everything we can to ensure that you have the world's best buying experience, because that really does translate to the world's best ownership experience. Earning your repeat and referral business. And that's where we come in, finance. The only way we know how to do that is to make sure every single one of our clients is taken care of, from the day you drive your car off the lot to the day you trade it in for a new one. Dave and Patty developed a program just for that. I'm going to discuss that with you in a few more minutes, but before I do that, I'm going to go talk to my director. I'm going to get a few bank things arranged, get some custom tailored options to you, and I'll be right back. Do you need coffee, wine, whatever? I don't offer wine. Boom. Now, again, that's the long version, right? Long version. You'd cut that down shorter. I haven't done that in 3 years. Holy moly. What do I need better mods for? What is happening? Just answer Mina. Who's Mina? What are you guys saying? I'm sure. That sounds like a great service. Guys, that was not the service. That was not the service. That was literally my finance pitch. Dude, I can hire someone else $200 for the same service. Why be in a long line for one of your interns? Okay. Cool. Yeah, of course, it's too long. That's the long version. You always have a long version and you cut it down. Boom, boom, boom. No, there's no bingo today. What I love from that guy, he was like, I can find somebody that can do this for 200. I'm like, first off, who in the world are you finding for 200? It'd be different if you were doing the work. So, do people not buy Apple products because Steve Jobs is no longer designing the phone? And even when Steve Jobs was the CEO, he was designing the phones, man, brilliant, but after a few years he stopped. So did people just stop buying them, or can people lead people and teach people how to create a skill set and make a process so I can review the work they're doing? The idea behind it is, yes, I review every single deal that goes through Delivrd. I'm not Steve Jobs, but the idea is behind it is that I'm a CEO or an owner of a company. A product or a service, you can do almost any service as the same thing, right? We don't have any interns. We have employees that we pay full time and go through a very stringent training process. What up, Mead? I don't know what my net worth is. I don't know. Ever get tired of paying 4K in rent? No, I don't even think about it. Like, guys, this is like, I'm gonna like blow your mind, right? Like, I'm gonna be very clear, right? I'm gonna be just, anybody can negotiate a great car deal. I have a wand. This wand is plastic. I don't have a magic wand. There is no secret sauce. What we do every single day, every single week, every single month is a repeatable process that you don't even need my team for. You can do yourself. Like, that's it, right? Like, you don't need to hire us to get a good deal. You can do that on your own. The idea that I have, like, it would be different if I was like, hey guys, you guys should hire us because I'm the world's best negotiator. I negotiate more negotiations than anybody, and I'll negotiate the hell out of you. I'm gonna just, you see the dealerships, they're gonna get negotiated. No, I just say, cool. Like, my goal is to save you time, energy, anxiety. I put out my work out there so people can see it. My team is held to the same standard. And that's how almost every service business works. Yeah, I got a haircut today. But that's how, like, you can't, like, what do you want me to do? You seem so damn annoying. My team. Yeah, they're my team. What do you want me to call them? Except when you lean on relationships with Ryan and Cody. Cody does 5 to 6 deals a month with Delivrd. Like, trolls get all the attention, not always. People don't need food delivery either, but you pay $10 for the convenience and time saving, 100%. Cody's just one of the people that people have seen on the stream now. I don't even know if Cody gets 6 deals a month anymore. Ryan this month has gotten like 6 deals. Watching the haters spend daily hours here frustrated by success warm my hearts. Thank you. Yeah. Like, this is like the idea behind that they've done a bucket load of deals. Like, I'll be like, this month is the first. Here's the thing. This is actually a real question that I have to ask myself. And like, if you're gonna be dead serious, this is a good conversation. I have 2 ways that I can run this business. If I really wanted to, if I wanted to do this just to make my life as easy as possible, I would not hire a single employee. Actually, I lied. I would have Slashley. I'd have my assistant Slashley and me. I would do about 100 deals a month, which I could do by myself. I could do that pretty simply, 100 deals a month. I feel very confident with that. I would put some content out, call it a day. I would work about 20 to 30 hours a week. And I would be a millionaire. And this would be great, right? Like, it would be low stress, low pressure. I'd have Shalashly doing all of my admin work. I would be making phone calls. And when I close a deal, I'd give it Shalashly. She'd finish it up. We'd have a beautiful system in place. But that's not my goal with the company. My goal with the company is to reinvent the way we buy cars, which means we have to grow this company because I can't negotiate every single deal when we have 200 clients. Like, right? That doesn't make any sense. Like, there's a certain point where the math doesn't add up. So I can limit the amount of deals, go this for profit, and not be able to help nearly as many people, or create a business model that's better for consumers. I've decided to go over here. I'm really happy that I went over here. No, we're not making phone calls. We're just yapping. Too much work is a great problem. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a scalable business model is all it is. What do you think is the biggest long-term challenge for your business? Reaching a broad audience or employee retention or something else? That's a good question. So really for us, what is our long-term problem? You know, I think for right now, the car negotiation side is really, really strong. We have some new products that are really going to test this company and how we run things. Like, we are definitely having more products that are coming out, and I think that's going to be the biggest test is how do we do that. And that's part of the reason why we're stepping back, because like part of the reason is a lot of the same people that are arguing that my service isn't worth it because I'm not making phone calls are the same people that are mad that I'm not making phone calls. But like, if you guys want like straight truth, it's harder to do phone calls when you guys are here. You guys are distracting. I have to make sure that I'm PG. I have to make sure that I mute phone calls. I don't want you guys judging based on something I say. It is harder to do this. I would just be streaming way less and calling it a day. Like that's what I would do. If you guys want me to do more deals myself, I would just be doing more. But my goal is to make more content for you guys and educate the public. I'm from Brazil. I like it. Nice. Nice. Can you get a CX-90 plug-in hybrid only running gas? Sure, in theory. You have other people making calls? Yeah. Who would pay $1,000 when they could do the same, though? Who... Have you ever gone out to eat before? Why? What? Why would you go out to Olive Garden? You can make pasta at home. Come on, dude. Have you ever ordered an Uber before? Why would you order an Uber? You can drive drunk. That's a joke. You cannot. Don't do that. That's a joke. That was not something I made the joke, but now I regret the joke. That is not a joke. Don't do that. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Nope. No clip. I'd pay $1,000 because I don't want to do that. People pay $1,000 all the time. But what I'll say is, how do you feel? How does it feel to be the boss? Honestly, way more stressful. This is the most stressful thing I've ever done, but I love it every day. Nope. Stop. Abort. No, Igor didn't reach out. I don't have an email from Igor. Yeah, and this is the thing, guys, is the beautiful thing that I love about the free market, like with a service like mine, is the market would dictate it. And like I talk to my brother all the time. I don't have, it would make more sense for us to raise the price than it would to lower the price at this point. We have so much demand that we can't support all the demand. We don't respond. We just now got to the point where we're going to respond to leads again because we couldn't respond to leads because we had so much business we couldn't support it. Like people, like I don't even still respond to my TikTok DMs. I'm still not at that point. Because if we start responding to TikTok DMs, we'll see the business do this. It's not that I want to ignore people. We just can't support all the business. So I'd be careful. We reject 50% of the people that do consults. People pay $1,000 isn't worth it. Clearly, haven't ever watched you call all these dealerships. Do you have great? What's the easiest brand to deal with? I don't know if there's an easiest brand. it's one of these things. So like one of the things I recommend to any business owner, right? Like this is the advice I give to people that are building your own company. Find your specific customer base. Like let's use Delivrd, for example. If you're starting a car negotiation company, most people would say, I want to appeal to anybody buying a car. Okay. That seems, in theory, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because if I'm appealing to everybody to buying a car, I have the biggest audience. I have the most amount of people that could want to sign up for my service. But the problem is when you try to appeal to the masses, your mission gets a little bit watered, right? Because everybody's like, that's fine. So then what you do instead is you want to be hyper specific on who you're trying to appeal to. So for me, I don't advertise as a money saving service. My goal is to save time, energy, and anxiety. We save money, but that's a byproduct. Who I'm appealing to are people who value their time that are also buying a car. Right? That's who I'm trying to appeal to, which would normally mean people that, like, we deal with a lot of business owners, a lot of people that have well-paying jobs that are like, you know what, for me, I'd rather just work than do this. Or, hey, you know what, I don't want to deal with the anxiety. That doesn't make sense for me. I'd rather have somebody else deal with it. We're trying to appeal to a very certain crowd. We're not appealing to anybody else. And we reject that whole other audience, right? I don't reject the audience. They can watch, they can entertain. Do you have more women clients than men clients? Yes. 60% of our client base are women, which is funny because 70% of our audience is men now. It's because we post a lot of negotiation, which is honestly, like if you guys want to be other straight up honest, negotiations, good for views, but actually not nearly as good for business. Like if you guys want the ideal audience for a client for Delivrd, like it's going to be like some of the best clients we work with are women that have the anxiety, that are independent, make good money, and just don't want to deal with the sexism that is in the car industry. Like these are the clients that really and tend to do really, really well with Delivrd. They have the best experience, give us the best reviews. They love our process. This is it. But when I post a lot of negotiations, a lot of women leave because they don't want to see. Like they can't, maybe they do, but they don't. That's not entertainment for them. Not always. Again, every woman is different, obviously. But it doesn't make sense for them to be like, you know what, that's fine. 100% of the negotiators are men that work at Delivrd at the moment. Yes, currently at the current moment. But we also have 2 women that work and help build this company. So it's good knowledge to watch. And everybody's different. Some people really like watching negotiations, but some people don't like me yelling. I would be very interested to see like Caleb Hammers, like just arguing with people is not always something that everyone wants to watch. So like, and that's like that's for us where we go through, and I love that, Ashley. Like I appreciate it, and I love that more and more people. And then we got Jumper Man that fakes phone calls because he can't make real ones. Embarrassing. Being a female negotiating, that's why, yeah. Truth. Jumper Man is like begging for my failure so bad. How much faster do negotiations go off stream? Way faster. They're much more. It's much simpler. Because of quite a few different reasons, but normally the biggest reason is because I text and call at the same time. So that's the biggest thing. Like when I'm normally making phone calls, I'm normally making phone calls and texting 10 different dealerships while I'm on the phone. I can't do that while I'm on the phone because 95% of people say you're being rude. Delivrd, is that the guy who impersonated you for making a phone call? No, he's the type of guy that he's made like 9 videos on talking to Mike the Milkman, which is like the fakest content to ever exist. And honestly, he acts like clients call him to curse him out, which probably has almost never been cursed out. It's just not the coolest thing to do, but sure. Can I hire you? Sure. Links to my bio. Wishing you all the success of live TikToks and lives. Thank you, Jazz. I'm just not a big fan of people that fake content in general. Where's Igor? I don't know. How much do your negotiators make? They start at 72K plus bonus. I scam people. I scam people by offering a service that I say is 100% optional, that people don't need me for at all. And I don't advertise as a money-saving service. And I have a 5-star rating on Google after 2.5 years of being in business. And yet one person has not complained about the service. But Jepperman's just mad because Russ and Jared didn't pick his dealership. Cough. Internet trolls are the worst. They are. Well, to be fair, they're normally just car salesmen that can't succeed. They're selling like maybe 10 cars, 15 cars a month, and they're like, oh, life's rough. Life's rough. I sell Fords. Do dealerships ever refuse to close a deal with you after they learned you were negotiating for a client? No. Dealerships don't care who's in the deal. What do you profit from this? So we charge $1,000, the net profit that Delivrd makes. So it's hard to do per deal, but we have about $50,000 to $60,000 a month in expenses. That's salaries. That's going to be all of the software we use, everything along those lines. Majority of the service is going to be salary. Like I think like $40,000 a month of it is salary. So we have a 60,000. So it normally equates to like we profit like $700 a car deal out of the $1,000. That's our profit margin. Boom. Is Igor on Facebook? Nah, he's on YouTube. Are those Versace glasses? No, not at all. Unsuccessful salespeople. I mean, that's normally what the thing is. Like most people that don't like any smart car salesman sees me and says, oh, this guy's doing 200 car deals a month. Holy moly. Like, let me figure out how to get a hold of him because I can probably sneak a few easy deals out every single month. And then there's people that are $10 to $15 or 10 to 15 cars a month that are making like 60, 70 grand a year. Maybe they have like a 10K month every once in a while. And they're like, dude, like this guy's ruining the car industry because he's educating consumers. You just self-glaze yourself. Sure. Is the goal to sell or exit? Nah. Ted and Robin forever. Preach. Salty car salesmen are normally the troll's truth. Do you have any discounts? Not on my service. We've never discounted. We've discounted. We don't discount the service. In the first like few months of doing Delivrd, we 100% did one discount, which why I won't say never, but we don't anymore. Toughest car to negotiate, probably Porsche. Can we call it that again? Negotiations today, maybe, but probably not. Nice haircut, thank you. What's average per month? How many cars? We're averaging about 185 right now. This month we are at close. He instills fear in people and charges for them. Hey everybody, just so we're clear, as I've said many times, but Jepperman doesn't watch my content, which is good. Anybody can negotiate a car deal. You don't need me to get a car deal. You can literally get the same car deal on your own. Just follow my tips, tricks, and secrets. With a car deal, if you guys don't know, dealerships are for profit, right? They're trying to make the most amount of money as humanly possible. Just like consumers want to save the most amount of money as humanly possible. It's a game of chess. Now, the only problem with that game of chess is dealerships play the game every single day, and you don't. I don't think there's anything wrong with dealerships want to make the most amount of profit possible, but they're very good at the game because they play it every single day. You buy a car once every 10 years. If you get yourself educated and learn how to do it, you can beat them at their game because there's a repeatable process you can do, a repeatable set of chess moves to beat them every single time. That's a word track he reuses. Not true. Do dealerships not want to make the most amount of money possible? What's your daily driver in M5 CS? We don't do cars over 15 years old. That's out of our play. Don't play with my heart. Any thoughts on potential competitors that could offer the same service? I mean, there's a few people. We expected it to become more and more popular. Annoying when salespeople think they're ish for scamming you. It's always funny because like if they believe that I'm scamming, then just cancel your commission and offer your customers $1,000 up front to get them the best deal. I mean, my service is optional. If you can find any video where I say, if you can find a single video where I say, you can't trust the salespeople, they're out to scam you, and if you're not careful, they're gonna take all your money because they're scam artists and they're evil and they want to take all your money. Like, you're not gonna find anything. No, goal is to have returning clients, not to make the most amount off one sale. Dealerships' goals are to make any business is to make the most amount of money possible, of course, while being ethically sound. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're trying. Okay, Jumperman, I'm glad as a car salesman that sells 10 to 15 cars a month, you are an expert at buying cars. and you're also an expert at running a dealership. Dealerships want to make the most amount of money possible. For being in as many dealership meetings possible, the conversations are, how do we make more money? Again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what businesses do. If your business doesn't make money, they will not succeed. And their goal is to do whatever they can to make the most amount of money possible. One of those things to do is to take care of their customers and get repeat and referral. Okay, Jumperman. Guys, I'm going to teach you a little bit about business, right? A business's goal is to make the most amount of money humanly possible. That's their goal, to make as much money possible. How they do that isn't by ripping off consumers, because that doesn't make you the most amount of money possible. If you rip people off, you'll get a bad review, you'll get a bad service, and you'll start losing money. So that wouldn't achieve your goal, right? Your goal is to make the most amount of money possible. What's one of the ways to do that? To be fair with customers by trying to give them a fair deal. That's one strategy you can go with. You can go through and try to get repeat and referral. By the idea behind it is you're trying to make the most amount of money possible, and you're making a strategy behind that. That's the idea. It's not going through and trying to charge 10K of markup on every car, because that's not, I'm not changing my logic. Dealerships want to make the most amount of money humanly possible. That's their goal. Consumers want to save the most amount of money humanly possible. That's their goal. Do you help people choosing the right car if they need help? Yeah, Prince, just sign up for a free consult. People don't even know they're being ripped off, though. Yeah, that's true. They can. I mean, you just have to be educated. Just go through and do some research to figure out what a good deal is. No, I know Jumperman. Jumperman makes he thinks he's an expert in social media. And thoughts on spinning with bars. I think spinning with bars is good. I actually like his content. $185,000 a month this month. Jumperman's realized that if you fake content, you can get some views because of the craziness, but okay, cool. You know what's crazy, Jumperman? Is you got hundreds of thousands of views with only like 3,000 followers. It was like your followers didn't matter. It's not fake, it's Hollywood. It's not fake. Now you're saying you're Hollywood. Jeez Louise. Okay. Do you pre-qualify buyers? I mean, anybody that's willing to pay $1,000 up front normally has this, is normally pre-qualified. This is what I'll say, and this is what I think is funny, because I actually talked to Russ about you, Jumperman, because, I actually talked to Russ and we have good conversations. Like, the second you started begging for their service, like, you started, like, begging and applying every single day and commenting on every video after calling it a scam, like, you spoke really big volumes around yourself to anybody that mattered in this space. You can't go and call Russ a scam and then go through and apply for his training for free like it was the best thing in the world, and then try to backtrack to be like, no, it wasn't actually a scam. I just called it a scam. The king of follow-up. How did that work? Did you get picked? Did you get picked? Did your dealership get picked? Russ is the next Andy Elliott. I mean, he could go down that path. There's different paths that Russ could go. What's this Jumperman lore? Jump's just a weird guy. Okay, we can keep asking more different questions if you want. Decent deals on the Frontier, over 10%, 10, 12%. How much can I get off of a Mitsubishi Mirage? I don't know. I haven't done a Mitsubishi in a long time. But Jumperman, like, I just don't know. Like, you can't define what scam I'm doing. I'm really interested in your service where your last consult spawn is gone. Are you opening up any more soon? We open up every day. We only allow people to book 11 days in advance. Why are the Flyers making the playoffs? I don't even know the Flyer. I don't watch any of that. What happened to the one deal where the client backed out last minute? What scared them? I don't know which deal you're talking about. Did you ever get your 100K from that one dude? No, I never paid me. Even if you're going with the logic, like, let's just be a moment here. Let's just say that I am fear. Let's just say that I do tell everybody they should hire me because if they don't, they're going to get screwed, which I've never once ever said. How is that a scam?
that I'm offering a completely optional service where, again, if you can find one video, go show me the video. Go find me a video where I say, if you do not hire me, you will get screwed. I will pay you $10,000. That's on live. Find me one video where I say, if you do not hire me, you will get screwed. I will pay you 10 grand. And you can ask Russ. Russ knows I'm good for my money. Otherwise, just shut up, dude. Again, if you want to make 10 grand, that's like your entire like 2 months paycheck. Yeah, and you can't clip this moment. Yeah, that doesn't count. Like he said I say it in every video. He says I said it. Have you ever danced with a devil with a pale moonlight? Did dance with the devil on a pale moonlight? No. Thank you for the $5 donation. Take tips, Igor. Don't bet money you don't have. Yeah. What time are you live? Normally at 3. He ran away, which it might be he's going to go find a video. Are you happy? I love my life. This guy's about to just go comment on all my videos. This is great. I'm looking for a Hellcat. I don't do it. I mean, we can. You rip on dealerships all the time. You just said that I fear-monger and say that if you don't hire me, you don't get a good deal. I just bet you $10,000. Why don't you go focus on making 10 grand? Or did you just realize that that argument is flawed because I don't do that, so now you have to say I rip on dealerships all the time? What's the best deal on an SUV? I'd say Mazda for sure. Where do I find your service fees? I charge a flat fee of $1,000. Link is in my bio. You ever negotiate on supercars? We're doing Porsche right now. We did a Lamborghini Urus just recently. We did an Aston Martin. We do these a little bit more niche. What's up, Tommy? What languages do you speak? I speak English, but I'm learning quote unquote Croatian. What are you getting off CX-90? Over 10%. Okay. Jumperman's failing. Well, okay. We've given you enough attention, Jumperman. I found the... Okay, what's the video? Give me the context of the video. I'll look it up right now. Let's see if you owe me 10K. That I said, if you do not hire me, you're going to get... You can DM me? Or just give me the context of the video where I say, if you do not hire me, you will get screwed. One more question. What do you think of MX-5s? 10%? They're great cars. They're fun cars to drive. Like literally the pinned video on my thing is this.
Car deal. For most people, the answer is actually no. If you guys don't know, my name's Tommy. I've been in the car business most of my adult life, but now I just negotiate car deals. And when I tell people that, most of the time they're like, wow, that profession exists. I need to hire you. I hate buying cars. 90% of people do. But I want to simmer it down a little bit because I think so many people try to reach out to me and I might not be the perfect fit for you. So let's talk about why you should hire a personal car buying advocate. Do you have more money than you do time? If so, my service might make sense for you. I want to make sure that I am crystal clear. I truly believe that anybody can get a great deal on a car if they're willing to put the time, energy, and effort in. I don't have a magic wand. I don't have a secret sauce that saves you thousands of dollars more than the average consumer can. I know how to speak a dealership's language, being there for 10 years.
You're saying the intro to this video? So you're saying if you watch the first 4 seconds of, let's go watch the first 4 seconds, but you're saying...
Should you hire me to negotiate your next car deal? For most people, the answer is actually no. If you guys don't know...
Literally the first 4 seconds is, should you hire me to do the car deal? The first answer is no. Saying it's difficult to buy a car doesn't mean that I'm fear-mongering. It can be difficult to buy a car. You should start your own videos with Shawn Michaels' team. I don't know who Shawn Michaels is. It can be difficult to buy a car. This might be a dumb question, but if a dealership says no price haggling, can you still get a deal? It depends on if they're actually a no-haggle dealership. Some dealerships are truly no-haggle. Some say they are. You have to kind of feel them out. My general rule of thumb is you wouldn't take a few $200-300 to make a deal happen. If they say yes, they're not really. Like a cake, that means bum bum bum. Okay, there's Mike's. We're good. Sorry guys, no clue. Sound is gone, but now it's back. We're back. There you go. We're back. We're not. Well, I wasn't muted. Mike just went out. Respect your hustle. Thank you. Give me my 10 G's. If you can, why don't you go make a TikTok and convince people that me saying buying a car can be difficult is the equivalent to fear-mongering my audience into using my service. Like, and then also make sure you link the first thing that I linked to everybody to say that nobody needs to hire me. We're not doing bingo today. How are you not considered a broker? Because I'm not a broker. It's literally, guys, like the literal, again, the bet very clearly was you should hire me to get a good deal because otherwise you'll get screwed. And he agreed. I said that in every video. Now he's trying to say that if I say buying a car is like, what do you want me to say? Hey guys, buying a car is super easy. Everybody can buy a car. Just walk into the dealership and talk to Jupperman. He's going to get you a great deal. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about buying a car. Say your friendly neighborhood attorney here. I love it, Igor. By definition, you're a broker. Look it up. I'm not by definition by a broker. Look it up. I'm glad you can understand you can use the Merriam definition to do such a nuanced subject. I've explained this like 19 times. I'm not going into that right now, but no, I'm not. Buying a car is super easy if you just pay exactly what the dealership wants. Sure, yeah, I'm in theory. But to get it, that doesn't mean you're getting a deal. What if a dealership sides like Jumperman, like your idol Russ doesn't think I'm a scam either. You also said Russ was a scam. Because I don't mute people, I don't block people unless they like say something sexist or racist or anything crazy. Make a short. I'm not a broker. I already made a short with that. The short exists the first time this guy called me out. Definitely not a broker, guys. Who's Russ? Russ Flip Swips. Big guy in the automotive space. Nope, because I'm not a broker, Tyler. Way more person than I am, I would have banned him. Yeah, we allow the haters to speak. Do you recommend your clients get pre-approved? Yes. When will you be hiring again? Probably the next 2 months. Yeah, I'm a car buying consultant, not a broker. A broker, if you guys want to use the Merriam definition, I've already done this like 17 times, but sure. The Merriam definition, as Chevy Dude said, of a broker is the intermediary between the buyer and a seller of a car. Based on that basic definition, Jupperman is also a broker because he is the middleman between his manager and the salesperson or in the customer for commission. You'd also argue that the dealership should get their broker's license because guess what? They're a middleman. You could also argue that almost everybody does. With the idea of being an intermediary in the eyes of the DMV, the intermediary part is the paperwork part. The DMV does not regulate negotiations. In theory, the DMV doesn't even think of negotiations as part of buying a car. Think about it when you hire a realtor. When I hire a realtor, I never speak to the other side at all because they act as the intermediary the entire time. From the day I want to look at a car to when I want to see the car. If I want to go test drive a car, they go to, or go look at a house, I go with the intermediary. With a broker, I do not ever have to speak to the dealership at all. For me, all I do is go out there, do the research, figure out what a good deal is, and say, hey, this dealership has this deal. Why does the definition of a broker bother you so much? Because I'm not a broker, and there's a huge negative connotation to it. And the other thing that brokers do is they can take fees from dealerships, and I'm not a big, and like that's something we're anti against. But it'd be like calling me a dealership. Like I'm also not a dealership. Car buying consultant is what I do, go to work every day at dealership and do. Sure, I mean, if you want to call yourself a car buying consultant, you certainly can. Do you have a license to do that? Depending on the states. Do you really get better deals on the last day of the month? I don't believe it. Look at Jumperman. He's here in his chat instead of doing car deals. Do you work with imports? No, I don't do imports. I don't import or export. How long are you on today? For a little bit longer. How many miles is too many on a used car? Over 10,000 miles a year. Is it really illegal for you to work in Indiana? No. Advice. Have a new Ram I bought in late June. Been in the shop last 3 weeks, and part is expected 8/22. That's no fun. But that's possible. I mean, yeah, like I have video. Guys, the idea... Oh, I'll read the super chat. Sorry. Guys, the idea behind it is this guy has made this video like 9 times. This is not the first time this guy has made this video. This is the most viral that this video has done, but like he's made this video like 9 times. He's not on YouTube, he's just on TikTok. I'm looking at this. We got super chats. Okay. Daughter first car, best minivan for her? I mean, if you're getting a minivan for the first car, I mean, preach, but like a Honda or Sienna would be the way that I would go. How do you ease concerns? Where do you answer that one? Who is your least favorite dealership to work with? The one I just talked about earlier today, which I don't give names out. So they are my worst dealership to work for right now. UX, dude, we don't do a lot of UXs. Nobody's buying these things, but like 2 to 3 grand off. It's something crazy, but like probably closer to 2 than 3 even. But we haven't done a lot, so the market could have changed, but I don't think so. There's not a lot of movement on those. When you negotiate prices, do you negotiate all in 10% out the door? I just do 10% off MSRP plus doc fee plus tax title license. Boom. Answered. X5 or Lexus? I do an X5 personally. But it really depends. Do you care about reliability or this? Did you see Chevys, dude? Yes. Jumperman's just salty in general. I don't know. There's no reason for that 9. Is Raptor R still going for 10K over? 10K over is probably the best deal you're seeing in today's market. Thanks for the M2CS referral. Thank you for helping us out, Jonathan. That's huge. Thank you so much, man. That's great. We really appreciate that. What's it like working for you? I mean, you're pretty autonomous. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing that people are shocked by. Like some people think that like because of how I act on my phone calls that like I'm just gonna be a rude and evil boss. But like in reality, like my team is expected to be very self-efficient because I'm busy all the time. So we do 2 one-on-ones really, which is like one like a 5-minute phone call and one like hour-long session where we meet. And really I'm helping them close their funnel. And they make videos and telling me why they're doing well and why they're doing bad and what they're working on. Like everybody's adults that work at Delivrd. Do you make your employees sign an NDA? No, they don't sign an NDA. Or she'll actually sign an NDA. She'll actually sign an NDA because she sees more of the company than anybody else. The rest of the team, they don't sign non-competes or NDAs. The only reason she'll actually does is she'll actually is like a life tip. An EA should be like one of the most important positions in your company. And like she'll actually is meant to help run this company when I'm not there. She's supposed to know my intercepts and everything I do. By hiding things from her, I'm just hurting me in the future. So like she knows where the company's going, what we're going to do, the pros, the cons, problems with everything. She is the lifeblood of this company in a lot of different ways, which is why we just gave her a huge raise at 6 months because she's doing awesome and great. And we love having her around. Sold 3 cars today. Nice. Good job, man. I'm so proud of you, Jumperman. I don't even know how many cars I sold today. You probably sold more cars than me today. How many cars did I sell today? I've sold 3 cars today too. We're in the same boat. Dang, we're in the same boat. I've only sold 3. Wait, yeah, I've sold 3. She was the heart. And I've been selling cars for dealers for 7 years. How are you hiring? Not yet. Have you ever negotiated a discontinued used car? That's like a weird question, but probably. Just kidding, Tim. I don't sell cars. If you're hiring for cybersecurity, we have a cybersecurity team already. Like we have it. Yeah, so like we did a stream where we do 60 we did 60 deals in a week. The feeling's not mutual, Jumperman. Don't fake content. Are you in Texas? I'd like to make a good offer on you. Any Kias, yeah. Well, yeah, we do deals in Texas all the time. My problem with it, and just so you guys know, like why, like Jared fakes content too. Amalfi Jets fakes content as well. I'm fine with that because there's a little bit of humor to it. The way Jumperman does it, he makes like it would be like me faking a content with a salesperson, and I have the salesperson like cursing me out, like you motherfucker, you're a stupid piece of blah, you go like if I started having a salesperson and I made that in a negotiation, like it's putting such a bad light onto customers. Which is I'm not a big fan of. There's a funny way to do it. When Amalfi Jets does it with what's her face? It's funny. It's humorous. It's good. Like, oh, I see what we're doing here. Like, and we all know it's fake in the back of our mind. But when you start just making it, and then you go like a 7-part McKenna, thank you, McKenna. That's so funny. And like the funny thing is like Juliana's been in an AMG Jared video. Like one of the videos, if you guys can figure it out, is Juliana. What? Fun fact. Thank you, Tommy. The world needs you are truly what the world needs. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it, May. How are you today? I'm doing great. I got a little bit longer here. What's the average discount? 2,000 to 3,000. I just made an entire YouTube video. Is it true that buying a car then you are buying a new car is better value than today? My wife said she's not sure if she loves him or hates him. Jared or Amalfi Jets? Thank you. Have you ever had clients for a high-end car like a Lambo? Yes. Ooh, we just sold 2 more cars. Oh, I actually lied. I guess if we talk about closed deals, we have like 10 out today. You envy me? Okay, dude, you got a weird. I'm going to acknowledge that. How much are you thinking of a 650 in California? 10%. If you had a dream car, what would it be? I already drive what like my dream car was, which is an M5 CS. But 911 Turbo S is probably like the next dream car. How do we go about getting your help buying a car? Link is in my bio, Megan. I do free consults, but they sell it really quick. If you do the contact us page, then you can actually find more information. How close are we to getting? We need 8 more deals to hit. I don't know if we're gonna do it. It's okay. I'm happy with this month. This month is great. We won't break the record, but we'll be damn close. You can find any car basically. We're not making falls today. Oh, dude, I'd love to do a Ford GT. That'd be a fun negotiation. There are certain negotiations that are just fun to me. Ooh, Adam, wait, I gotta give a shout out here. I want to give a shout out to my team. So a lot of people say, I know I'm so mad that I was just under the 100. I'm so mad because I ended that stream early too. Me and Juliana, we just finished if you guys don't know, Ryan Trahan did his 100 days or 50-day series, and we donated $7,300 to that, which put us like number 105. So we were like right out of the top. I mean, it's not super important in life. It's super glad that we had money, but did I want to be in the top 100? Yeah. It would have been really cool to be in the top 100. Okay, so. And this is the other thing. Let me talk about this real quick. A lot of people said, Tommy, like I only hire you to negotiate a car deal versus your team. The beautiful thing that I love is when you create a process for people and make that person do that full time, they not only sometimes are just as good, they sometimes become better and push even harder than what you do. And when it comes down to running a business, like this business, surprisingly, isn't just about getting the best discount. There is advertising. This is advertising right here. Not everybody can do this part, right? Can you be streaming for this long and doing this while running the business, while running the admin, while building the CRM? There's so many different pieces to running a business, and time management is like one of those key things. So like right now, like let me talk about some of the deals that we've done today as a team. We've closed 10 deals today as a team. Adam just got $63.50 off a C300. He got $2,000 off a Highlander hybrid nightshade. $2,500 off a RAV4 hybrid limited. $4,000 plus rebate off a Telluride. That was me. Adam got $2,000 off a RAV4 hybrid XSE with advanced tech that was local with all PIOs removed, which is a win. $4,500 off a CX-70 for Adam. I got $2,000 off a 4Runner. Adam got $4,000 off a Kia Sportage X-Line. Michael got $4,245 off an Honda Odyssey Touring 2026, which if you look at my comment section of the video I just put out yesterday, they said that was impossible. Adam's just got like $700 off a used car. That one, oh yeah, I remember this deal. This was a super crazy deal with like $3,000 of ads. And then Michael got $6,850 off a Tacoma. $6,850 off a Tacoma. Holy moly. Oh, you guys want a duck? That we want? $6,850. Off a Tacoma. Quack, quack. Remember, see, ad placement would be really important at Red Bull. This could be you. No deal on the McLaren. They ruined me. They didn't want to give me a McLaren. I know duck's in the way. That's the point. You don't need this at that hour. I'm gonna go run. I gotta run. I gotta do still. People love Dealy. Dealy the duck. Give me emote. Dealy emotes. If you're a subscriber, you have a Dealy emotes. They can't have anything other than work and cannot stream work stuff, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so like my team's allowed to talk. They're just not allowed to stream negotiations. And it's because like when you stream negotiations, it's a little bit different. Like one thing that you guys don't see is doing phone calls can be impactful, but for like the most efficient role, it's a lot more texting. Like let me give you like a example, analytics. So if I look at the analytics this month, all of my team has sent over 5,000 text messages in total over the last month. Like they're texting, and then Michael's made 900 phone calls. Dakota's done 500. Adam's done 500. And I've done like 400 that I've done personally, and I've sent like 4,000 texts. Like texting is the most efficient way to do that. How much can you get off a 2023 used certified Camry? It depends on the original price. Okay, we done with duck. Sorry, Dealy, I'm putting you away. What is the hard... Ooh, this is a really good question. What is the hardest thing people learn when working for you? A lot of people think it's way easier than what it is. That's step one. Step two is this is not a sales job and this is not a customer service job. It is somewhere in between. You are not convincing anybody to buy your product. You're convincing somebody to give you a discount. And that concept is really unique. It throws people through a loop, and it really takes a while to really understand because the client has to have an amazing customer experience while also fighting really aggressively for your client. It's like this weird mix that it takes about 90 days for people to really click in their head. I've called a lot of dealerships. Why not create relationships with dealerships? Because that would be what a broker would do. And it ends up being more beneficial for me and less beneficial for my clients, which is not the entire point of my business. Add-ons are not illegal in Georgia, but they do make it so they have to advertise them. Dealerships still don't do it. They just break that law. You subscribe for a year? I love it. Do you ever fail and have tough times? We have tough times, but like business has done really well for a while. Like we've been trending around the same. We've been limiting the amount of business we can take right now. So see, I hate when people say this. 15 years in the business, 8 years in finance. I would love to, I would be more than happy to help you get some crazy money. Like, I wouldn't hire you. Like, no offense. Like, well, for our team, like, I don't want anybody coming in saying, I'm going to make you so much more money. Like, that's a very salesman mentality, which is fine in some industries. But in my industry, I can't talk right now. Can't talk right now. Yeah. It doesn't make sense in my industry. What's one car you've negotiated that you wouldn't like to? That you haven't negotiated that you would like to? Ooh, that's a good question. What have we not negotiated on? We've negotiated on a lot of cars. The 4Runner Tier D Surf, when that comes out, will be a fun negotiation. I promise not to make you any money. So what I look for are people that want to grow and learn. Like right now, like if I have somebody that comes in and says, dude, I know how to negotiate a great car deal and I'm just going to destroy it, right? Like I'm going to make you so much money that you're going to have to pay me more. Like that's one way to approach it. Like for me, like I like when people say, you know what, like I've been doing what I did for a really long time. I'm good at what I do. But that being said, I really want to push myself to do something a little bit different. I love the idea of helping consumers, X, Y, and Z. You know, I watch your social media, I watch what you do, and I feel like I can learn a lot on not only like one of the things that we do a lot here at Delivrd is like once a month we have self-help. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Self-help time where we get people to learn life skills that will be valuable outside of Delivrd. So like what I want to do is have my entire team develop to be the best employees they can for anybody or best bosses they can for everybody. So like this week we talked about like this last month we talked about communication quite a bit and like ways to communicate effectively. This current month we did Loom and how to be really effective with Loom and how it's a great tool. Next month we're really going really deep into AI and how AI can help you. And we don't make it focused on how it helps Delivrd. We make it focus on how you can use it to grow. And then how, once you learn that, now how do we utilize that? So they can take these skills for life. Professional development. Thank you. That's the word. Jake has 8 followers. Congratulations, Jake. Are you public or private company? We're private, I think. I mean, you can't buy stock in my company if that's what you're asking. Can we get a segment where your dog barges? No. I have an email, guys. Guys, the email thing is my assistant checks my email. Ashley will check my email. How well does a Delivrd employee do financially? Generally, I mean, they make $72K a year, 4-day work week, work from home, plus bonuses and raises. So my everybody joins, and to be fair, I don't love the statement, but this is how we do it, and I've earned the reputation with my team, I believe, to do it. But like I tell everybody, if they make me and the company successful, and they make us money, and they make my life easier, if anybody, I'll leave it short. Actually, I'm gonna take it back. I tell anybody that starts here, you're going to start at $72K a year. If you ever leave this job because you feel like you're underpaid, it means I failed you. Because I want to give everybody the workload that they deserve, the pay they deserve, and once they've proven they can make us money, I want to reward that. Oh, Ashley is here. What up, Ashley? I will get to everyone this weekend. Busy week. Yeah, Ashley is checking all of that. Ashley is great. She is awesome. She's amazing. And if you're starting a business, the best thing you should do is hire. I will say that's the biggest mistake I made as a business owner was not hiring an EA sooner. Ashley is like literally a lifeline. Ashley took a week off because she had to go on a vacation. Like, can we be real for a minute? Do people really need vacations? Anyway, she was gone for a week, rightfully well deserved. And my life was hell. I was like lost, confused. I got 800 emails I didn't know what to do with.
Clients reaching out to me. I had to set up my own shipping because Ashley does that. Delivrd was rough that week. But Ashley can attest, I wanted to make sure she had a vacation. I made sure I didn't bother her during her vacation. She asked multiple times to come help during her vacation, and I told her no. And I told her she deserved vacation. Also, anytime Ashley needs time off, I give her time off without even question about it. Because Ashley works her behind off for the company. So I'm not even saying that everybody else doesn't either. Like, but we're like super lenient. Like, I'd like to say that we're super lenient. Ashley has to say it because her boss is right here. But like, if you need time off, like Dakota, for example, wanted to get off at 4 today. He's normally off at 6:30. Like, I don't question that. I'm like, let me put the. That's cool. That's good. Like, he's at 14 deals this week. Rock and roll. Yeah, go take some time off. The streams sucked last week too. That's truth. Actually, the streams were great last week. It was 2 weeks ago. No, it's not unlimited PTO. You have 10 days of PTO here. We have 10 days of PTO. We don't have unlimited. But that being said, like if Ashley came to me and said, "Hey Tommy, I need Monday off," like I'm just giving her Monday off. Like I'm just not even thinking about it. Ashley puts in enough. She personally works more hours. She works her job is unique because she's my assistant. So she has to mimic my hours to some degree. So she has to work some crazy hours. So like I 100% do that. It's 10 days, but you got to remember it's a 4-day work week. Just got my credit score. Checked by the bank. I'm looking for a vehicle. What do you recommend? Mazda, is it good? 10 days is not below the industry standard. For a start, the new dude with 14 already this week. The guy's rocking out. Yeah, he's killing it. It's a 4-day work week. You got to remember, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're working 40 hours, 4 days a week, which means, again, a lot, and plus federal holidays off. Yeah. What car do you say? Okay, a Toyota and Mazda for buying high miles. I don't think anybody has left our company due to not. I can tell you 100%. Nobody has ever left our company because of PTO. I can say with 100% fact. Or any benefits at all. Yeah, no. Yeah. The question is, why would you work Fridays? No, not why not Fridays. Yeah. Yeah, but I also know how everybody's left. Like, we have 10 days of you gotta remember. So like, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example on how your work week, which is why our team likes this. And our team could go with a different schedule. You can work Monday through Thursday or Tuesday through Friday. So Adam just recently he worked Monday through Thursday. Then he asked, could he work Tuesday through Friday the next week? And he wanted 1 day of PTO. So what he did is he took Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off and used 1 day of PTO. He had a 5-day vacation, all planned because he just asked to move his schedule around to do that. Used 1 PTO and had a 5-day vacation. Most employers, even if you had a 5-day work week, you would have had to use 3 days of PTO there. You also are working from home. So like a lot of the things that you would normally use PTO on, you're not. Do your employees have car sales experience? They do now, but they're not. And we're also super lenient about it. Like we're very lenient about the time people take off. We all work from home? That's not true at all. No, they're all W-2. How many do you employ? We have a team. We have one 1099 person, which is we have two 1099 employees. One is Juliana. She's our accountant. We're not putting her on. She's on payroll. She gets paid, but she's 1099. And then we have a back-end person that helps build all of our CRMs, build our system. He's a data engineer. He's great. He's 1099. And then we have 4 full-time employees, which are all W-2. And then me, I'm here. Hi.
Yeah. 5-day vacation is short as, but what I'm saying is he took a 5-day vacation and used 1 vacation day. Like that's it. So like in theory, if he wanted to take a 5-day vacation, leave, come back, go on a trip, he could do that. Or even if you want to say 7-day, right? Even 7-day, he could do a 7-day vacation 3 times a year and still have a PTO day. Like most people can't do that. How much do you pay yourself? $150,000 a year. Like you just have to know your skill, and we're lenient with that, right? It's you work Monday through Thursday or Tuesday through Friday, and if you want to take a 4-day weekend off anytime, you can. No, I mean I can pull profit. So like Jake, it's a little unfair. Like I can pull profit anytime I want as a bonus, but like I pay myself because I have to pay it because we have 401k. Oh, we also offer 401k. You guys didn't hear that? Yeah, we have 401k. Do you have bonuses? We do sporadic bonuses. So like this week we have a bonus structure where everybody can make up to $1,000, or we'll make $1,000 bonus as long as we hit our goals as a team. So we don't do any individual bonuses, and they're all tied on customer experience. So we have to have a 5-star Google reviews all the way through, and we go through. CarEdge doesn't pay 120. I know what CarEdge pays. They pay 90 something, 92 for a 5-day work week. How do you have an M5 CS making $150,000 a year? Because that's my salary. Like that's my salary. Like I have to put something on paper to say my salary, but like all the profit the business makes is my profit. So like if I need to pay $5,000 as a bonus to myself, I can. But I also make money on social media as well. I know, IK, I know you're asking the question, and I should legitimately know this answer, but Juliana knows. I want to say it's like a 3 or 5% match, something like that. I don't really know the real answer, and I'm sorry. Yeah, it does take a little bit to invest in, but it's like 3 to 5% somewhere match. I think I don't really remember. Juliana knows. If I brought her up, she would know. Don't ask me about the 401k stuff. This is not. Yeah, my brother and his wife own a total of 25% of the company. Who assigns the clients? Right now I do, but we're moving to an oldest deal unit. So, did you make more money when you were a finance manager? In salary, sure, but I make way more money. Like this year, I'm probably gonna make like it's like a salary. Like you guys have to understand to some degree, like because I own the company, my salary compared to what I can pull out as draws is completely different. So like there's some CEOs that make $1 a year. They don't actually make $1 per year. They take their bonuses, or they have stock options. I don't have stock options. I just take bonuses when I need them, but I don't really need them too much. Will you ever open back up to other investors and partners? Probably not anytime soon. Bezos. Yeah, Bezos. I don't want to allow investors. That doesn't sound fun. Like that's what like to be really transparent. That's honestly what I think ruined CarEdge. Like CarEdge is invested out. They've raised so much money. I don't know how much. I imagine they own the majority of their company, but they invested the heck out. So when you have investors, now your pressure is making money, and investors really are going to push you to do what's most profitable. Maybe that's not what's best. But what I love about my brother is my brother really wants to do what's best and change this industry, and he wants to just build a company with me. Would you sell Delivrd to Igor? No. And don't get me wrong, like advertisements, like some people got mad. We did an ad deal with our YouTube video yesterday, and people got mad. People were upset about it. Thinking about buying a 23 Tundra Capstone, 5,000 miles. Any advice for me? It's not a bad car. I'd buy a new one though if I was you, Leonard. That's what I would do. Get over at 10% off, call it a day. Yeah, but like we did an ad deal, but like one of the reasons why we want to take more ads is so I can invest more into the social media. And a lot of people say, Tommy, you're making enough profit right now. Why don't you just invest that money? The problem is you just never know when it's going to dry up. Like we're doing great right now, but you don't want to spend all of your money with the idea that like if I start taking all these people on payroll and then business slows down, now I have to do layoffs. And that can happen with social media content too. But if we start taking some ad deals to start mitigating that stuff, it would help. You're telling us too much about yourself. Hope you have LifeLock. I mean, we do have LifeLock and all that stuff, but like, what am I telling you? How much I make? It's really not that hard to figure that out. Like, yeah, I know people don't love the ad reads, but to be fair, I only talk about companies that I do, and a lot of people like BetterHelp had a problem once upon a time. I agree. I did a lot of research on it before I took the deal, but lately, I mean, I do think mental health is important, and I don't think there's a better option out there. And I think people don't go to a therapist and a counselor because um, because there's no option that's easy and simple. Um, but they don't sell data anymore. They used to. When are you going on financial audit? I would love to go on financial audit. I've been kind of obsessed with their show. Yeah, I would love to. I would go on financial audit in a heartbeat. I can connect you with Mr. Hammer himself. Can you? What is the idea behind BetterHelp? And again, this is a few years ago, but a few years ago, they sold data. They sold their clients' data for ads. So definitely not a good thing, because when you sell your data for ad, they can then make targeted ads based on your problem. So if you were having anxiety with eating, then you can push an ad to push somebody towards that. Iced Coffee Hour also, like, that is my number one podcast I would love to be on. It would just be such a cool conversation. So 100% messed up. They got sued for it. They paid out all of their lawsuits, and they haven't done that since. And it's been a few years. So oh, dude, Caleb would not be happy with a lot of the things we do. Like, me and Juliana eat out a lot. Like, we eat a lot. Like, we go out to some expensive restaurants because that's my guilty pleasure, is going to a really, really good restaurant. I love that, and that's my guilty pleasure. So, like, he's gonna see my food bill and freak out. Date night Friday, yeah. Juliana does not like. She's like, if I'm not taking her somewhere nice, then we have Chick-fil-A receipts too. I got a new Chick-fil-A order. I'm actually really happy with it. No, I think it'd be a positive audit. I mean, our audits. Yeah, and the other thing that people don't understand, like, people get mad about the ad stuff, but like every YouTuber does it. So every YouTuber does it. So, but like I said, I feel confident it's there. Where'd you meet your girlfriend? In Florida. In Florida. Oh, if he sees my Alani bill, jeez. But like I wouldn't on the financial score. I don't also own real estate, so like he could make an argument that I'm not. He'd also make an argument that if he saw, this is going to sound like a flex, but I promise you it's not a flex, because if in this kind of money, if he saw the amount of cash that we're carrying compared to investing, he's gonna freak out. Like, I should be investing way more money than what I am. $10 for the donation. Thank you so much. 10% all day. 100%. Go for it, Tom. Like, I should be investing way more money than I am. Have you ever thought about upgrading your house? It's not the AC that's the problem. It's this computer right here, which blows extreme hot air in my face, and the way my setup is, there's just no moving it. So I'm just getting hot air blowed in my face. That sounded weird. Blowed. You got me for a few more minutes. Wait till I'm getting a deal. 2 weeks from the day you pay. But iced coffee hour, I would love. It's not about the desk. The desk is nice. I need to get what I need to do, like, super transparently, what I need to do, and if anybody lives in Charlotte that has actual expertise on this, I'd be willing to pay you. But I want to get a full out PC that I can use to stream, but I want to do everything on my Mac. So I want somebody that can come here, that can help set it up, because I don't want to do anything. Again, I'm willing to pay for convenience. I know I could build my own computer and I could do all the research, but I'm willing to pay for this. Just sold a car to one of your employees? Like, you did a deal with one of them, or they bought their own car? We're doing 30 frames per second, which is fine. Micro Center. There's a Micro Center, but I don't know if they'll come out. Like, I guess I can talk to Micro Center. collab with Linus Tech Tips or Starforge PC, I just don't think, like, here's the thing that I just don't realize is that I always just don't feel like I have enough game. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm big enough for that stuff. I'm a certified Linus Tech Tip, IT Tech. Oh, I said Linus IT Tech, and have various experience. We can work something. If you live in Charlotte, then DM me. Girlfriend reveal. She's, I think, behind me somewhere. But I have to go to the bathroom. But I think I'm gonna end the stream. Actually, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream because I got some work to do, and I didn't plan to be here for 2 hours. I only plan to be here for an hour. But I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys. We'll be live Tuesday. What I'll tell you is Tuesday is going to be a very fun stream. I would be there. I'd be there on Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern.